Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Vicious, and today I'm coming at you with a brand new product review. Today I've got another mechanical keyboard review. This is a brand new one that I've got. This is called the HPE 87. Here's the box that it came in. There's not much of a reason to do an unboxing on this because pretty much you just open up a box and you're going to have a keyboard inside with a Chinese instruction manual. This is a Chinese made product, but it's actually very, very well built. I'm going to tell you all about it in just a second as I move the camera over and I give you the in-depth review. So go ahead and get comfortable and let's dig in. Okay guys, now here we are up close and personal with the HPE 87. I'm going to go basically over all the main things you'd like to know about a keyboard first, and then I'll get into some of the finer details afterwards. So like I said in the introduction, this is a TKL 10 keyless model. If I put it next to my DOS keyboard, which is the keyboard I normally use at home at my little office here, you can see that all the keys are full sized and that it has the exact same standard United States layout that you would find anywhere else, except that this one number pad section is chopped off. This is becoming more popular. I just saw brands like Razer now re-releasing their mechanical keyboard like the Blackwidow with the 10 keyless format, and this is good for especially gamers or people who need more space on their desk. This huge desk space that I have, when I keep my keyboard in the regular typing position, I don't have a whole lot of space to move my mouse around before I hit the keyboard, and especially for first-person shooters and other games like that, that can be a problem. So you'll end up, having to move your keyboard way farther out of the way, or keeping your mouse really far away. It screws up your ergonomics. That extra space you get from having that number pad gone gives you a lot more mousing space, and that really, really helps with gaming. So that's one of the primary reasons I think that people might be interested in this. As far as other things you want to know about mechanical keyboards, all right. This is a Chinese model, which means it's cheap to purchase, but not necessarily cheaply built. I will be honest with you up front, first impressions, this is the second keyboard that I've ever had that I consider built like a tank. When I pick it up, it is heavy, it is hefty, and it just is very solid. No flex, no ping. The first keyboard that was ever like that for me was actually this one right here, the DOS keyboard. One reason they're both so hefty is because they both have the mechanical switches plate mounted and not directly mounted to the PCB. That gives them a lot more stability, and it just makes the whole unit as a whole much more structurally sound. The other really nice thing about this keyboard is it is available in all four of the main Cherry MX switches. The reds, the blacks, the blues, and the brown. You have your choice, so you don't have to choose one or the other. Many keyboards, again, I'll go back to the DOS, this is only available in blue and brown. If you go get the Blackwidow from Razer, for instance, it's only available in blue or brown. My personal favorite switch, if you have to know, is the Cherry MX Reds, and those are a little bit harder to find, so this comes in reds. Cooler Master has a new keyboard out that is coming in reds, and it's also 10 keyless. So like I said, this is catching on. But the thing is, you can look outside of the mainstream box and don't look at brands like Razer and don't look at brands like Cooler Master. Save yourself some money and get something like this and find out the quality is actually the same. What else is important about a mechanical keyboard? Well, availability. I noticed I reviewed, say, the KBC Poker. A lot of people were very interested in that keyboard, and one of the problems I had is that people who wanted to buy it couldn't find a place to get it. This keyboard is easy to get. I found an e-tailer that ships worldwide, and that you can just go to the website and order it and have it shipped to you, and therefore it's that easy. No more complicated ways to find it like on eBay or from import shops that are not even in English, so it's easy to get. The in-key rollover, it says it has like 22 key in-key rollover on USB. I don't believe that. It should be only 6 because the USB interface itself is limited to 6. But it does support, if you take the USB cable and put on a PS2 adapter for a legacy PS2 connection, it does support full in-key rollover. So that's actually very nice for those who might desire that. That also can save you a USB port. The USB cable itself is fairly long and very well made. It's not cheap, and it has nice strain relief on it, and it's long enough to easily connect to your computer. This one here that I'm reviewing has the Cherry MX Black switches on it. These are linear. I haven't done any kind of modifications on it. It has a nice feel to it. Like I said, this thing is built like a tank. You have blue LEDs for caps lock and scroll lock, so you know when those are activated. And really, honestly, when it comes to keyboards, there's not a whole lot to talk about, except for the big differences between mechanical keyboards and membrane keyboards. And I've already kind of covered that on some of my other reviews. So if you really want to find out more on that side of things, go ahead and check out those videos. We'll flip over to the bottom real quick, just to show you that it has 4 rubber feet. This is going to keep it from sliding around and stuff, but you do have the little flip outs here so you can raise the angle. I personally do prefer the raised angle for typing. It makes it a little bit more comfortable for me. So I find that this is a really nice thing. Again, this is actually a very heavy keyboard because of the metal plate, so it stays very stationary and it does not slide around your desk. So let me go ahead and take off my microphone I'm talking into, set up a recording microphone, and get the typing test for you guys so you can see how it sounds when you type on it, and we'll do that right now. Okay guys, so I've got a little simple typing test pulled up on my computer. I got the keyboard hooked up. Real quick, I'll show you the blue LEDs for the caps lock and the scroll lock. They're pretty bright, but they don't look you straight in the face. They're very directional, so they don't blind you. But if you were to leave this keyboard with the caps lock or the scroll lock on in the dark at night, you would definitely notice that. So let's go ahead and turn those off. I have the recorder right there in front of the monitor, and it's set for a good volume so you're going to be able to hear the keyboard sounds. Again, this is the Cherry MX Blacks. I haven't got a lot of experience on typing with these. I will bottom out the keys a little bit, and that's where most of the noise comes from. If you just press down the keys, there is no sound. These are linear switches. They make no sound at all. There's no clicking. Like people think mechanical keyboards make clicking noises. They do not, unless they're the Cherry MX Blues. The noise will either come from bottoming out a key or letting a key snap back into position. So, alright, let's go ahead and type. Okay, 99 words a minute. I've got 101 correct words, 11 wrong words. I don't type too great on camera. The slower you type, the less you'll bottom out the keys, the less noise you'll make. That's good. But you kind of heard what it sounds like. These are silent switches. So again, kind of summing up the review, that was really all I had to say about it. This is an easy to get keyboard. I think it right now sells for $65, which is dirt freaking cheap. I urge you to look outside of boutique brands like Razer and stuff, because you're paying so much more just for the brand name, and their mechanical keyboards that I've personally used were not high quality at all. This China-made keyboard actually was superior in quality and yet still cheaper in price. Other keyboards now available to get pretty easily, like the DOS keyboard and the Cooler Master, are higher quality than the Razer and at a decent price. So I'm not saying you have to get this, but this is a good option. The 10 keyless format is really good if you need the extra space. It's very desirable for gamers, I think, who do not use the number pad. The number pad's really good for basically data entry and stuff like that. You do have the full arrow keys and all that, which is what you'll need most of the time. The switches, the blacks that are on this one, they're best for mostly people. Some people like them for typing, but I find them a little bit too fatiguing for typing. I think they're most popular for gamers yet again, but you do have a choice for any of the four main switch types that you would like. If you like backlighting, there is going to be a backlight version of this keyboard for sale soon, if not already. So if you're one of those people that's a make or break deal, you have to have your keyboard light up in the dark, you actually will be able to get this for just a little bit more money with backlit keys. As far as where to get it, I will go ahead and find the store link and put that in the description of the video. If there was anything I missed on the review that you think you would like to know, just go ahead and ask me a question on YouTube. I'll be sure to answer it for you. And if I even need to, I'll even do a follow-up video. But with that said, guys, I hope you found the review useful and that you enjoyed watching it. This was Vicious, and I'll see you guys next time.